crew.
they're good, aren't they? They're professionals. They're training 3 times a day, and I think fatigue does set in, and you have it in dribs and drabs through the game, didn't you? Because I think we started very well in the first half, and probably 20 minutes in, they got the foot in the game, and then we had another little bit of a spell, and then they obviously scored, and then the second half kind of went the same way. But I think we showed a good account for ourselves anyway.
And did you feel that there was a marked difference between the standard of their game and the standard of our game? Because it didn't seem like a mismatch.
No, I don't think that they were miles ahead of us. You know, I think it goes back to what we always say. If we could play at that level every Saturday, I think we'd be there and thereabout with them.
And you seem to be faring quite well against the young lad, the number 4 in the middle, Kieran Harkin for Derry. And there was also Shane McNamee as well, who seemed to be a bit of a playmaker. You fared very, very well. So did you, Sam, but your job was a lot harder. You had to contain their number 11, Junior Ogedi, I believe, who had magic feet. And you did a very, very good job. He failed to score, but you had your work cut out, didn't you?
Yeah, I think it was the first 5 minutes, and I think he went past me the first time, and I thought I was in for a right game, to be honest. But then after that, I don't know what it was. I don't know if they chose not to play to him or couldn't play to him because of how well we were in our how well we played in our shape. But yeah, I mean, he was a good player, but I think we all did very well defensively as a team on Wednesday.
What goes through your head as a defender when the opposing striker does a couple of step-overs with the first move of the game? Are you thinking this is going to be a long 90 minutes?
I did at first, and then I think just the next challenge, I just needed to make sure I was just tight enough to him so that he couldn't turn and just keep him facing away from our goal. I think that's the only thing I was thinking at the time. If I can be tight enough to him to just put him off a little bit, I'll be happy.
Sam, you mentioned the shape there. It seemed to be 3 at the back and a couple of wing-backs. Tony, you were there watching as well. What did you think of the formation and the tactics employed by Paul Jones?
I was just talking to the boys downstairs because it was hard to work out what was going, because, you know, Jack sort of got dragged over to that left-hand side, but he's naturally left-footed, so it was quite easy. But, you know, Ryan Burns, Alex Harrison, Alex I thought was superb, and you know, it was great to see because, you know, at St Mary's he's got the responsibility of being the manager and also trying to play as well, and it looked really good. But, you know, when you look at sort of Sam and you've got other people there who can slot in and cover if they decide they want to go, because, you know, if Jack wanted to go or Sam wanted to go, there'll always be someone there to slot in. So it worked really well. But I still think Paul's trying things out, and the players that did come off the bench came in and it was like seamless, you know, which is great to see, because Frank and Sam have been in the Island setup now for a long, long time, and all these new young players are coming in, and I'm sure that they're looking at it and thinking, well, this future's bright. And also, I think they're on the toes as well, because before, I wouldn't say complacency, but the team picked itself. Now it doesn't happen because Paul Jones has got an open door for anyone who's playing well.